Hey, fitness friends, Natalie here, and welcome to week 3 of our flexibility challenge. This week, we are going to work on touching our toes. Some of you are happy about this, some of you just groaned. Believe me, being able to reach down and touch your toes is an important flexibility skill. For obvious reasons, there are many times in your life when you need to be able to reach down and touch your toes, grab things off the floor, move things around, and this will make life easier. You can work on toe touches either seated or standing. I'm going to show you seated first, and then we'll do standing. You're welcome to do either one or both. So in a seated toe touch, you're just going to sit up tall, extend your legs out in front of you. And you don't have to keep your feet right together, especially if you find that when you're leaning forward, your belly gets in your way. Give yourself a little bit of space between your legs, and it'll be a little bit easier to forward fold. Now, sometimes in yoga, we work on keeping a flat back forward fold. That's not what we're going for here. Here we're working on just that flexibility to touch the toes. So you're welcome to let your back curve as you reach forward towards your toes. But just try not to collapse in on yourself, right? Try to keep things open and open for stretching. So you may find from this position when you reach for your toes that maybe you only come forward a few inches. You might be able to reach your thighs, your shins, maybe you'll make it to your ankles, maybe to your feet. Whatever your initial level of flexibility is okay. Some people are naturally flexible, some are not. Which is why we're working on improving it this week, right? So what I want you to do is just sit forward gently. You can bring your hands to the floor or to your legs. And this is one that you might really benefit from doing when you're already a little bit warm. So if you do it after you exercise, you might find that your flexibility is a little bit better than if you're going into it cold. And then to increase your flexibility, you're just going to work on walking those hands further down. You might be able to grab your toes. You might be able to put your wrists on your toes. Take your hands flat on your feet, or pull yourself even further. You just want to work on stretching out the back of that leg, seeing what feels good. And again, you can take it easy with short forward folds and then come back up, working into more of like a 30-second hold, which would be a really good amount of time for stretching and forward folding. All right, same thing can be done from a standing position, right? So a standing forward fold is very similar. You're welcome to, again, give yourself plenty of space between your feet. You can keep a bend in your knee. Don't feel like you have to keep those legs straight. You can keep a bend in your knee, and then you're just going to lean forward and reach towards the floor. Again, you might find that you can't quite get to the floor, but then as you relax your upper body and stretch down towards the floor, you might be able to reach the floor more. And eventually maybe put your hands flat and just work up to that 30-second hold or so. When you do this from a standing position, make sure that you unlock your knees and take it easy, slow roll up. If you are one of those more flexible people and you want to give yourself a challenge, I would say come on over to a wall, put your heels right against the wall. You probably can't see my heels there, but see what you can do with keeping your heels against the wall and reaching forward. That's a lot bigger challenge. So see if you can keep those heels against the wall, reach towards the floor. Again, don't lock out your knees. Be soft in your knees, be gentle to your knees. I enjoy these stretches this week. See if you can see some improvement. Don't forget to follow up on some of the flexibility stretches you've been doing from previous weeks to keep that mobility. And I hope you have fun, enjoy, and be well.